Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my final video of Halloween Horror Nights 31 at Universal Orlando, and this is the pumpkin lore, which is right at the front entrance of the park. And I'm so sad that this event is over this year after tonight, but it has been absolutely amazing and incredible and the best year yet. So walking into the Graveyard Deadly Unrest Scare Zone, here's a little backpack ghost, which is kind of famous this year in this scare zone. This one is actually my favorite scare zone so far of all of them. It's super spooky, and the whole graveyard cemetery theme is just incredible. I've always kind of liked that whole theming, and the scare actors here did such an amazing job this year. I remember I actually walked through the scare zone in the daytime before they opened this event back in late August, and seeing the cemetery in the daytime was so cool. And now we're at the Central Park area in the Scarecrow Cursed Soil Scare Zone. My third favorite scare zone. I did rank them actually this year. And this one is super cool. It's obviously Scarecrow themed, and I love all the trees kind of hanging over the street over here. In my opinion, this scare zone is always one of the best ones, if not the best one, because of the giant trees. You can put lanterns on them. One year they had pumpkins on them, and it just creates such a spooky vibe over here, and I think it's perfect. And here are these corpses hanging as scarecrows, which is super spooky. Lots of fog over here too, adding to the whole theme. And the skeleton with his rotting pumpkin. This is the Weekend House, one of the most popular and busiest houses this year. And the line is like a literal club. It's insane and so much fun. Next to it is the Universal Monster House, which is my favorite because of Dracula. I'm a huge fan of his. And as you can see, the line goes through the Curious George, kind of around the entrance of the little area over here. And again, this house I actually did 10 times. Is the house I did the most this year. It's one of my favorite ones. I think it's number 3 on my house ranking list. And it does have Wolfman, Dracula, and Mummy dueling, which is super fun. And I love it because each time you go in the house, it's different because a different monster wins. And he actually comes out at the very last room holding the loser's head. And I think that's so unique, and this house was incredible. This is Descendants of Destruction, which is a haunted New York subway, one of my favorites. Walking past here in the back of the park is the Men in Black exterior, all lit up for Halloween Horror Nights. So fun. Lots of neon colors this year. And this is the famous Bug Eaten Alive house. It is 80-minute wait. It was usually a super long wait most nights because it was an iconic house for many reasons. I was able to do this house only 3 times this year, but it was super gross, silly, and amazing. And over here is the Halloween Nightmare Fuel Wildfire Show, which premiered a few times every single night. It was amazing, and I got to see it 1 time only, but I loved it. And the line did wrap around the stage almost every night. It was super packed, filled with fire and dancers and awesome music. And over here, walking past the London Diagon Alley waterfront, there is no Halloween Horror Nights in this section of the park because of the rules and everything, but there are some spooky lights kind of surrounding the area, which is really fun. And King's Cross Station does not operate because the other park is closed, so the train is not operational during this time. And here are some more Halloween themed lights on the ground. Very fun. And now we're walking in the Conjure the Dark scare zone, which is a witch themed scare zone, and I love it so much. They do have this performer every night, and there's not a specific set time, but she does come out every once in a while, and she does a performance that is so incredible and iconic and amazing. I love all of the characters over here. They do an incredible job. And I've stopped here a few times during the event and just watched her show because it's so perfect. And this scare zone is in the San Francisco area, so it's between Fast and Furious and going towards Richter's restaurant.
Sorrow and dread, the crimson that will flow ensures This unsoiled blood shall be our vitality. Indulge my pillagers of darkness, my flesh seekers, my war-forged ravagers. Revel in the glory of our replenished strength. Go! Bring forth more souls!
Past the San Francisco area, we have the Horrors of Blumhouse Haunted House. I was able to do this house 2 times over the season because, again, it was super long wait time most nights. It was a 2-part house, so the first part was freaky and the second part was based on the Black Phone movie. Walking further, we have my second favorite scare zone of the entire event. It is the Sweet Revenge scare zone, which is the theme of poisonous candy and trick-or-treaters who have kind of become possessed by the candy that they've tried. It is so fun. I love all the colorful, vibrant lights. And over here we have the meat locker, and this is in the alley located on the side of the street. And they sell small snack items such as the Rice Krispie brains and the gummy hearts. Lots of spooky treats this year. And along the street we have the 3 witches. And part of this theme this year was the classic Halloween characters such as witches, bats, ghosts, goblins, and pumpkins. And along the street we have more parade floats with this demon guy on it, very scary. And one of my favorite things to do during Halloween Horror Nights was to sit under these orange trees with the lights flickering. It was very cozy, very spooky, and so perfect. I loved it so much. And we have the Major Sweets Candy Company van with the tribute store in the background. Dare to enter the tribute store. And this is the back part of the van. They have all the Major Sweets weapons like axes and hammers and knives to kill his victims. The judge's booth where they judge all the haunted characters, and the Major Sweets booth which has the deadly bar candy, the poisonous chocolate bars, candy corn, and lollipops. I just love the whole theming of this. It's so fun, so scary, it's perfect. And this guy who crashed his tractor into a tent because he ate too much candies. And here's the logo, the Major Sweets Candy Company logo. And there's a little boo on his hat, so cute. And here are the cozy orange lights in the trees. I love sitting up underneath these trees with some food and drinks and just watching the scare actors. This is a closer look at the tribute store. You can find literally any souvenir you could possibly want from Halloween Horror Nights inside the store. I love the classic old school movie theater theme with the orange and black Halloween colors. It's like an old school movie poster on the outside. If you wanted any souvenir from Halloween Horror Nights, you can find it here. They have some really great merchandise. And this is overlooking the whole scare zone. The next house is Dead Man's Pier Winter's Wake, and its story is based on a frozen fishing village in New England. It's haunted by the ghosts of dead sailors. And this is the Fiesta de Chupacabra's house, and it's told a tale of the creature Chupacabra and the Latin American village. He is kind of haunting the visitors. This is my favorite house, Halloween, based on the 1978 John Carpenter movie. And walking further, we have the games, and they do actually have some really cool plushies like this creature from the Black Lagoon plush. And across from the major soundstage in front of the park is the Spirits of the Coven house, which is based on the 1920s witch-themed speakeasy. Very cool. And I'm showing you guys the favorite beverage of choice during this event is the Lacto Cooler, a sour craft beer. It was amazing. Some more spooky lights on the buildings. The last house I'm showing you is Hellblock Horror, which is a haunted house with mutant prisoners. Very scary. It was very intense, very loud inside. Here we have the Pumpkin Lord again, the icon of the event, across from the Horrors of Halloween Scare Zone. I absolutely love all of the pumpkins on the archway when you walk into the event. It is kind of a throwback to the Wicked Growth house from last year. And in this zone, we have some characters from all of the scare zones featured at the event this year. Right in the center of the net above here is Lil Boo, which is the unofficial icon of the event. He is so cute and adorable. I love him so much. I love all the green lights and the fog. I really miss the fog this year, and I'm gonna miss it when it's over too. I was able to get really close to see the Pumpkin Lord in all of his glory. He is so great.
I will no longer rest in the shadows. I have taken root and will now accept your praise. I am the Pumpkin Lord.
And I was lucky enough to get pretty close to him to get a really cool video, so I'm very happy with that.
What do you think of this?
So hopefully you enjoy my Halloween Horror Nights 31 video this year. It is my absolute favorite event of the whole year. I look forward to it so much throughout the year, and I cannot wait for next Halloween, for Halloween Horror Nights 32. It's going to be absolutely amazing. And walking out, I just want to show you guys this little ad for Peacock and all of the Halloween horror classics that are on the streaming app if you want to check it out. I highly recommend going to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando Resort. It is such a fun event if you love Halloween. It's so spooky and such a great time. So hopefully you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys in the fog next year. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please follow my socials and subscribe.